Sorry for that quick delay right there. I had something pop up on my screen. I recently was asked a question, hey bro, you're diced. Are you natural? And the answer to that question is a resounding yes. I am absolutely 100% natural. I have always been my entire life. I am 52 years old. These are natural guns right here. And one of the things that I try to do is give people hope, especially men, that you can be extremely fit and in great shape and have good brain function and have sex drive and function completely optimally with good posture and everything well into your older ages, especially after 30, especially after 40, and now that I'm 52, even over 50. I would go as far as saying I'm in better shape now than when I was 21 years old. I think back to my early 20s, and that's kind of when I was really turning the corner on health and wellness and getting educated on the best take on it, the best approach to take, the things to do, and what to avoid and what not to avoid. And one of the key things to avoid for me was steroids. Even back then, although they're super popular nowadays, especially with the, I would say 25 to 40-year-old crowd, I see tons of information on it. It's a lot easier to access nowadays with all the technology and all of the websites and Amazon and different things like that, and black market and all these other ways of getting gear. And a lot of influencers, sadly, are promoting this stuff. And they brag about it. And they brag about doing TRT and going to their doctors, and they have special favors they get from doctors and stuff. And they also have their own doctors prescribe them. And unless you know for a fact that your testosterone is extremely low, I would never suggest doing steroids, ever. I would not suggest doing testosterone replacement therapy either, any kind of hormone replacement therapy. Don't mess with Mother Nature if it's working for you. And to make it work better for you, I feel I've cracked the code over the years. And that's simply why and how I'm able to get in such great shape. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, I'm not trying to brag, I'm not trying to be an elitist. I'm just being candid with you right now. I'm being straight up with you. This is not fake, this is not Photoshop, this is not anything that I'm trying to put one over on anybody. If you put the work in, you make the sacrifices, do the right things, surround yourself with the right people, get rid of all the toxicity in your life, you can excel. You can stay in great shape. Now, I will say this, at 52 years old, it is harder to get leaned out and stay that way for an extended period of time. For example, during the winter, I tend to put 20 to 25 pounds on, and I know some of that is fat, and I just accept it. And years ago, when my eating disorder was way out of control, which stay tuned, I'm going to be doing a video on that down the road sometime, I was not okay with that. And I went to great lengths to over-exercise and really cut calories and monitor every single thing I would eat and consume. And I got in trouble with orthorexia, it was called. Orthorexia nervosa to be exact. But I have since conquered that. And ironically, I use fasting as a medium to keep my diet under control because it has reestablished my relationship with food. And I really enjoy eating. I really look forward to food. I really look forward to preparing food, making things with my significant other, Jen, going out to eat, but still eating healthy and not crossing the boundary line between healthy and unhealthy. Because if you get too obsessed with anything, it can become a problem, and it could floor you, it could ground you. And I don't want to get too off topic and go down that road right now, but I just want to tell you this. If you're willing to put the sweat equity in and do the right things, and do things like fasting, eating clean, not eating late at night, foregoing the late night buffets, the late night nachos platters, the late night pizza, excessive alcohol intake, and you're willing to work hard in the gym. And I'm not talking about this minimum effective dose, 30 minutes a day nonsense. I'm talking like hour plus, hour and a half plus, fitting in other workouts during the day when you have time. If you're willing to go those distances, you will be able to maintain a very lean and strong and fit and flexible body well into your 50s, 60s, and then some. And you can easily go on social media and see these dudes that are being filmed all the time. A lot of them are from Asia, I might add, that are 70 years old and they're ripped. They're just grabbing a pull-up bar and they're doing all kinds of calisthenic, beautiful body weight exercises, and their bodies are in great shape. You can see abs, you can see definition, and they're just absolutely incredible. That being said, just know, if you are 40 and older, 50 and older, 60 and older, whatever, there is hope for you. Even if you've never exercised before, there still is hope for you if you're willing to do the right things, take the natural route, avoid the steroids and the chemical direction, if you will. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. But the bottom line is, someone asked me that the other day. I do hear it often, especially in the summer, because that's when I tend to get most lean and ripped, if you want to call it that. People ask me all the time, they're like, dude, how do you do it? How do you stay so shredded? How do you get so lean? How do you get so ripped? Do you take steroids? Do you take TRT? Do you do this and that? And, you know, peptides and blah, blah, blah. I do supplements, but I do mainly plant-based, clean supplements that are from, you know, roots and leaves and vines and berries and things like that. So in the big picture, it always revolves down to healthy diet, fasting, fitness, working out in a fasted state, doing high intensity exercises, and doing that which needs to be done to maintain lean muscle mass. That's it. So if you have any further questions, or if you want to work with me and do some health coaching or anything like that, hit me up, and have a great day. And always think positive, and always act like you're in possession of that which you want. That is critically important. Don't forget that. Okay, this is Kevin David Rail, signing off.